One of the things we're really excited to announce is for 2025 that Team Bottrill and our coaches are going to be using Maurten. They've got some great products out there. We're always trying to look at how we push the performance of the athletes on. Thanks for tuning into this channel, but 80% of you are still unsubscribed. If you could just hit that button, it allows us to bring you loads more content and you'll be doing us a massive favour.
Strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon.
The product that we used when I did the sub 7, that's when I first introduced to it. And it is like rocket fuel. You just generally find that, you can do those long endurance rides or those key interval sessions. And if you're fueling them effectively, then you're going to get the best performance, not only out of that session, but the following day's sessions. And that's what we want from training a lot of the time. It's just the consistency with it all. Some of the products that I like myself is the Maurten 320. I find on those long endurance rides, ultimately you can't blow. There's 80 grams of carbs. You have 2 of those bottles in a 3-hour ride, then the chances are you're just not going to fatigue. And generally within that, I'd have one of their energy bars, the 160s. They're really good. I always found that I like the the texture and the palatativeness of having an energy bar, because again that can fuel that session. The other big one is that we found helps a lot of athletes is their caffeine gels. That is, latter off of the races, or if you've got a time trial or that evening criterium, then there's a lot of performance benefits to taking that on board. The big things that we're really excited to be working with is that their bicarb mixture, and that's bespoke to each rider. So depending on your weight and the events that you ride in, then they actually do you a bicarb that's specific to you. Because anyone that has tried bicarb, you get it wrong and it can be it can go quite bad. But if you get it right, then those performance benefits are going to come. So I'm very excited to be working with a company for this year. It's something that alongside the coaching we have brought into our bike fit. So anyone that comes, we have got samples there that people can take away and choose and use. So let's see what the results bring this season.
I was walking out one evening late. Moon was rising high, headed for the riverside.
So here we are, day 2 of the training camp. We had a good day training yesterday. We did 3.5 hours with a threshold effort in. And today we're going out for 3 hours again. We're going to do some overgear work, 3 by 10 minutes of torque work. And I wanted to just bring into how we fuel the ride with everybody that's on the training camp, because the biggest part of a lot of this is not the fact that you're doing the training, but it's recovery that you need on a day-to-day basis. For example, we're going to do a long endurance ride tomorrow. It's going to be 4 hours. So the team this year is going to be fueled by Maurten. It's a great product. Obviously a lot of people use this for their Ironman races. And what I found with it is it's a lot more palatable. I like how it tastes. It's much easier on the gut, because I think the biggest part for most people is the amount of carbohydrate that you actually need to absorb. So on today's ride, it's going to be 3 hours. So I'm going to be using one of the 320s, a 160, and then a solid Maurten 160 bar with a couple of gels. So that should give me a good amount of carbohydrate to fuel like the ride today. We're having no calf stop, so until the end of it. But fingers crossed, this should get us through, and we'll see how we recover for tomorrow's ride. So when it comes to Maurten, what you need to make sure that you do is make the drink correctly. So the art is that you whack your sachet in. These are really easy to use. And then we've got the 750ml bottle here. And then the art is that you fill it up just into that ridge there. That's actually got arrows onto the bottle. But what I found is if you fill it totally, then it just goes like really gloopy. So yeah, whack your water in. Obviously we're in La Santa at the minute, so the water isn't too good for the stomach. So we're using bottled water. And then literally whack the top on, give it a good smash. Good for the core as well, and get your stomach when you do that. And yeah, and then it'll, it dissolves. I normally shake it for around like 60 seconds, and then just top the rest of it up and you're good to go.